Hi, I'm Brian with ZGlideSuspension.com. We're here to show you the ease of installation of your Z-Glides on your Kubota unit. As you can see, we've got our jack and our jack stand along with our Z-Glides here. I've got a 14 and a 15 millimeter wrench. I've also got a 10 millimeter socket and ratchet. I've got a hammer along with my deck leveling tool. One of the first things you want to do, let's make sure that your Kubota is setting on a nice flat level surface. Let's get your park brake set and we're ready to jack this thing up. Want to make sure that we're utilizing the safety jack. We're ready to remove our tire and our fork. These bolts are stepped, so they're not the same on each side. I want you to notice here that there is a smaller end and a large end. Same way on your fork and on our new Z-Glide. We've got a small and large hole there. It'll only go in one way. Our 10 millimeter socket's going to come into play. We're going to take the yoke off here. And we will be reusing all of the same original hardware, so you're going to want to hang on to that. We're going to have to utilize our hammer here to get those removed. As you can see, our bottom bearing came out. It's perfectly normal. We're going to reinsert our bearing before we put our Z-Glides back on. All right. Make sure that's nice and seated. Guys, just like you removed your originals, right back up in. We've retained our large cap washer along with our 10 millimeter bolt. And we'll get these put back in and tightened back. So we're going to go ahead and get our tire arranged. You've got two sets of holes on here. With your new installation of your Z-Glide, we always want to go to that top hole. The bottom hole there is there for in the future as your Z-Glides get broke in. If you need to go down to the bottom hole, it's there to get you raised back up. Reusing the original hardware. Put her back together, snug her up, and we're ready to go to the other side. All right, we are ready to let our Kubota down, get it back on the ground, and we'll go through leveling the deck. I can raise and lower the deck with a foot pedal, and I've got an adjusting knob over here. I want to go ahead and let this down. It's about a 3-inch cut, and then we'll get underneath there and we're going to measure our blade tips. We want to make sure that the front of our blade tip is about an 1/8 inch to 3/16 of an inch lower than our rear. We'll use our deck gauge tool here. We'll spin that blade around here so that we've got it right toward the front of the deck. Use our gauge here, adjusting it till it makes contact. You see right where we're at. We'll do the same on the rear. Leaving the blade where it was at, I'm going to reach up underneath it here and determine if I've got that 1/8 of an inch to 3/16 of an inch difference. We've got a couple adjusting points here on this Kubota. Easy access. As you can see, I can raise and lower this deck by utilizing this bolt as well as the one in the rear. Now that we've got our Z-Glide installed, we've got our deck level, we're ready to go out and operate and mow. One of the things I want to make sure that you do for us is go out there, put about 50 hours on your new Z-Glides, all right? Then I want you to come back, make sure that your deck is level. Our Z-Glides do have a little break-in period, all right? Everything is nice and firm when we put them on. Get your 50 hours on there, make sure your deck is level. You should be good all season. If you've watched this to learn how to install your own Z-Glides, thank you. If you're seeing this for the first time and would like to purchase some, you can go to ZGlideSuspension.com and get a set of your own.